numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Yo, Demarion.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Man, Cardinals just left the league, bro. He got mad because I seen a few things. The Cardinals, he left the league. He told me, yeah. I was like, wow. He said that. Card, he said he didn't appreciate how that too fast.
We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know. As we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Yeah, he left the league. Well, now it's my league now. Now I got to lead the league. I got to at least get like one more co-commissioner. I got Lions co-commissioner right now.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
let's go.
Right.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of
football
talk the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Damn, they
Here's
can have my
Dalton to
feelings
throw.
right there, man.
Hits his target. That's Durham Smythe. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup.
I didn't know he
sets up a
needed to do.
Cincinnati first down.
I was like, oh, he said his tight end got injured for the whole season.
Dalton looking
Not
to throw.
I was like, damn.
Well, the pressure nearly got to
he
him,
was
but still a good
lead.
play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly
I
came
just
away
say,
with a
man,
huge
that
play.
was gonna lead.
Another step,
Okay.
and they sacked the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass caught by his tight end. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Smith now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Connects on the crosser. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. They put a receiver in motion right. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. He fires one deep down the middle.
Oh my God,
Connects
bro.
on the deep shot. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Tucker on for the extra point.
Is not.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7.
Ooh. Nothing.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. Down the left sideline he goes. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's caught at the 4. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals break the tie here in the 1st. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Bullock now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Yo.
Nice gain left side.
Oh my gosh, yo.
It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through.
Nobody.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And that one's going to hit the turf. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again to throw now on 2nd and 10. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Hits the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Bullock now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he put some heat. That's complete inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to...
There he goes on the right side. At the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Bullock now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. He's on the move. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Now on 2nd and 10. Gets this to Johnson. Has some daylight through the 40. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the set. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens tie us up 28-all. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dalton now to throw. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a couple that time, and it leaves him well behind the sticks for a 3rd and 15.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hauled in left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals looking at a 4th and 7. They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. Bullock adds the PAT. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. look now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 34. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He puts some juice. He's got it deep downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Let's go now. Ready.
To throw, here's Dalton. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get to...
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Throwing it to start this drive. Big gain downfield. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Last thing 19. Ready.
to throw here on first down. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bobbled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throw on 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the set. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll send him over right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Warriors, 17. Let's go now. 79 Broncos. 60 back.
Here's a throw. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Yeah,
From
DeMario,
Sid
you're
Luckman
gonna be a
in
co-commissioner
1943
too.
to Drew Brees
be
in
you, Lions, and
2015.
Texans.
We've had 8
After
quarterbacks throw
this
7
game, we're going
touchdowns
home,
in
man.
one
That's
game,
all this
and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance
Already
over this
took the
defense
lead
continues.
Quick, so I gotta pull him out the lead. So yeah, he dashboard on the Browns.
Tucker on for
That's
the extra
crazy.
point.
We can get some more people.
And the
Super
kick
Bowl winner,
is
Super Bowl winner
good.
gonna get whoever.
And the
whenever
Ravens
I
double
choose
their
to
lead
give
to
them.
14.
So I feel like getting on the right.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds his back complete. Continuing to move past the 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Now a give left side. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Cut out left. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second and 3 now. From the gun, Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Connects with Johnson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
He fires one deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Motioning him from the slot right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Receiver in motion, headed right. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is
This is insane how he's running.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. They throw it up quick to the left. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th.
Killed me, bro.
Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dalton. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. He's got it inside the 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone.
Come on,
And
man.
don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game.
We would have won this game.
Bullock able to tack on the point after. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but got to recover this kick. Oh,
Get the
this'll be a
ball.
turnover.
Yeah,
It's
let's
recovered by
go.
the kicking team. Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing a kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now it comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win?
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Escapes the pocket.
Come on, but the game,
Folks,
bro.
it's
That's
intercepted.
good,
And
bro.
the Ravens make the play that
That's
should
bro.
win them this game.
Like,
Well,
bro.
that's now his second time that he's put his defense
Man,
in a
I
tough
get
spot.
down, bro, right?
That's a
I
hard
get
thing
the
about
onside
playing
kick on
quarterback,
him.
Kate. You know, with these
All of a
interceptions and
sudden,
now the
bruh.
second on the day,
So Andy
you're
Dalton
asking your
gets in the
defense
pocket. He
again to
throws the
step up to
pass.
another series,
Yeah,
another
pass
possession,
through it to
another
Bruce Waddle,
challenge.
like
This
he
quarterback's got to
underthrew the
start
guy.
protecting the football.
It was a lot
Ball
of
at the
offense, bro. I
33
lost
for first
56,
down.
56 to 49, bro.
They send a receiver in motion right.
Yeah, threw it right. I
Now
took
an
the ball
inside
over,
give
bro.
to Johnson. And he gets up for a
And
gain of
second
about
half,
4.
that killed me.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
That killed me, bro.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
They're stepping around side wide the entire game.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the